Okay then, Zach. Let's pay Harry another visit and get to the bottom of all this. I have to admit, I do like spending a bit of time investigating alone. I'm getting a bit sick of being told that I'm either too slow or too fast. You agree with me, right, Zach?
Hello, everybody. Booker Player 1 here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Deadly Premonition. And yes, York, I do agree. I often enjoy working by myself when I have tasks. Working with others puts a lot of unnecessary social interaction and pressure, and I'm just not a big fan. We're out of dialogue for driving, so we are just going to radio teleport to Harry's mansion and see what he has to say about these files that we fished out of Velvet Falls.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, finally you have arrived. You are welcome to come inside.
Ooh, red screen take warning. Every time we come here, we get locked in.
Looks like the next game is hide and seek. Huh?
Pretty straightforward for Harry's mansion. Go ahead and make a safety save. Hello, yes. One pizza and one save game, please. That's why I couldn't be an FBI agent. Like, York operates on coffee and cigarettes, like I'd operate on pizza and I wouldn't be able to, like, you know, be fit enough to fight off shadow creatures.
These girls, Zach. Do you see the resemblance? Anna, Becky. She looks like Diane. And Carol. Zach, look. Emily.
We got some stuff in here we can pick up. We have first aid kit if you need it. Ooh, and some high quality, well... Is there anything I want to actually get rid of? Got a bunch of snacks, onions, cans of pineapple. We have a donut. Eat donut. I don't think that's going to work, though. I think we just already have too much beef. Yeah, we already got too much beef. We don't need it. If you come here and you don't have all your food, there you go. There's some beef for you. So all the doors in here have been vined up. It's also been vined up, so let's just try to leave through this. Well, we're not going that way either. So whereas the real-world version of Harry's Mansion is all puzzles and games, there's a lot of combat here for the Otherworld segment. A lot of our progress is going to be barred by having to clear out rooms of enemies. Which is fine. I mean, we're armed to the teeth. Loaded for bear. We have all the bonus weapons that we could possibly have, so... Pull out the old trusty dusty wrench. Now we're supposed to go this way. As you can tell by the red sparklies. Make use of the barrels here if you need to. Can get things cleared out pretty fast. We'll be making use of the power of wrench. We really gotta thank Quint when this is all done and over with. Like, really couldn't have done all this without you, bud. Okay. So waiting for more enemies to come in, that was taking a minute. Let's keep going. If we head back here, we have a turkey sandwich, but yeah, we got too much stuff. Plentiful food here, though, if you are starving. We got some Agent Honor. And some doors that I don't believe we can actually use. Oh, we can go this way. Which I believe this just leads back to where we started, if you needed to go back for some reason. Yep. That's all it does. Just loop back around. Sorry, turkey sandwich. Maybe someday I'll pick you up. But not today. Use the little shotgun. I will say I've used a number of shotguns in my day. In my long and storied career of playing horror games, I've wielded many a shotgun in video games. The one in this game is very unsatisfying to use. We got a room here where you can stop and rest, do your suits, all that fun stuff. There's also a knife worm that I'll pick it up so you can guys see what it looks like. We're never gonna fish again. Let's do a little shaving. Let's look our best when we see Harry. And let's go ahead and finally change suits. It's getting a little dirty. We're gonna change into dancing all night, I believe, is what I want to do. And there's a reason we're gonna use this suit. It's one of the few times that I actually want the benefit that the suit gives. Namely, the extra stamina. You can sleep, save your game, use your toolbox. Let's see what's going on out here. And again, I love the way the outside looks whenever it's like nightmare mode time. It's a very simple effect, but it is definitely very unsettling. You still alive? Could you not? First aid kit. Let's go Magnum. Garquatch has been very disappointing so far. Very poor performance in the police station and the graveyard. Oh, these windows keep breaking. What do you think that was, Zach? Again, though, not much in the way of puzzle solving. Really anything in the way of puzzle solving other than just make sure you're going the right way. Ooh. Probably gonna get hit here. Yep. That'll learn you. Maybe one day it'll learn me to stop doing that in enemies' faces, but today's not the day. Remember, if you want to have an easier time, just use the wrench and the machine gun. They're really the best weapons. You got a lock we can smash off right here. But let's go this way. Because there's stuff. There is some bullets that we don't need. One is for a gun we don't have. The other is for a gun that has infinite ammo. So smashy, smashy. Some more Agent Honor. And another first aid kit. Oh, this is literally where we just were. I got turned around. My bad. There is an in-game map. I don't make the best use of it sometimes. I think here we get another save room, should you need it. And a toilet full of bleh. I also like it. It's not flush. It says throw away. Let's throw this water away. There's a flare. We'll pick it up. I don't think we're ever going to need it at this point, now that we have the radio with all the stuff on it and York's car, which can only run out of gas and not be destroyed. So... that door is locked. Really only leaves us one way to go. Which, of course, if you come down here, you'll see the red little sparklies and know that this is where you're supposed to be. Gee, I wonder if we'll need to fight a whole bunch of shadows here before we can proceed. You know, I took the time of pushing those statues around and solving that puzzle, and the other world just moves them out of the way. That's very rude. A few otherworldly shadow creatures. Again, just clear out the enemies.
Nice shot. Bullseye. Yes. Great. Great. Yes.
Oh, it's like I know there's more around. I can hear them. I'm trying to shoot the barrel. Aiming in this game is very difficult. There we go. Like, it's trying to borrow the same aiming system for Resident Evil 4, but just the controls are just not the best for this game. Something you should be very well familiar with by this point if you've been watching the series this long. Okay, just literally waiting for those to die. Like I said, easily one of the most combat-heavy areas in the game, just because you have to defeat those shadows to proceed. If we go back this way...
Huh?
Emily!
At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love.
Stop!
Zach, did you see that? I must be getting tired.
Must be. We head all the way around here. Another door with a big old lock on it that will smash off. And this room with a bunch of agent armor in it. Now, if you examine the drawer, it spawns a single shadow that you must fight. Not terribly threatening to us at this point in our career, but there it is. We'll just give her old smack with the trusty dusty wrench. And a first aid kit in the store that we don't need. We also get some more shadows out here in this hall, but they're just the regular kind. One little love tap and down they go. And here we get the only, like, real puzzle in this area, which is these buttons. Which, again, York is just, like, the little kid thing. Is like, wouldn't it be fun if the mansion, like, did some transforming? We have an agent on her over here. So the trick of the buttons is that when you press one, you have a very short timer to run over and press the other one. And it opens up the way forward for us. So, just pick a button. Tap it, you're gonna get a cutscene. Run over to the other button before the timer runs out. Tap that one too. That's all you gotta do. Easy peasy. And once we get down here, as I have been warning you over the last couple of videos every time it's about to happen, once we go downstairs, prepare for a very long cutscene. It's a cool cutscene. We get a lot of info, a lot of history, but it's a lengthy cutscene nonetheless. Not going back that way, I guess. I do love Harry's little command center down here. I think it's really cool.
Zach, looks like we're out of the countryside and back in civilization.
Welcome, York.
I brought the documents. Just what is going on in here?
I warned you about haste. Take it slow. You'll lose sight of what's important if you just rush past it. As an agent of the FBI, I'm sure you know. So many people have got it all wrong. They think speed is the key. That being first is the best. They want speed and are satisfied with what the speed brings. Even if it means that they miss so much on the way, they don't even see that. I see everything that they don't. From here, I see it all. Then, when the time comes, I make use of what I've seen. I can get whatever I want in this way. Anything at all.
You're certainly talkative today, Harry. But I didn't come here for a business lecture. Tell me everything you know.
Speed is not important. Timing is what is important. Timing. York, you have a natural gift for waiting for the correct timing. Just be careful that your haste does not ruin everything. That will be vital to solving the current case at hand. York, I know more than you think, but less than what you hope. 1, you have Nick in custody. 2, Thomas is missing. 3, Carol has a locket that belongs to the murderer. I also know that this case revolves around the red seeds. But that's about it.
So you've got an inside line on police information.
That reminds me. The victims' tongues were cut out, weren't they? But that's only a minor point. Don't let the shocks blind you to what's more important. That's another business tip.
Harry, I'm impressed. You gather information really well. You hacked into the FBI network, too. Amazing. But I didn't come here to hear this.
Then let us close the business seminar. It's time for a history lesson instead. I remember it as though it were yesterday, if you'll pardon the cliché. It was dark, raining, a foggy night. My parents, who normally got along, were fighting over something. My father was blaming my mother, it seemed. So I left the house, headed for the clock tower. There was a party being held that day to celebrate the tower's completion. I wanted to see the town from above, and so I decided to climb the tower. Curious child, and saw it being constructed day after day. I'm not sure why, but I was really drawn to the tower in some way, and that's why I knew. From the pit in the theater, there's a path to the clock tower. They were just cleaning up after the party, so it was easy to get into the theater. I used the secret passage to sneak into the tower. But when I reached the top, I saw something very strange. There were soldiers there, all wearing gas masks. I moved closer and saw that they were fiddling with some kind of device. The device was emitting purple smoke outside. Just then, for the first time, the bell rang throughout the tower. I reacted with fear and left the tower as fast as I could. When I got outside again, the purple fog was spreading. I covered my nose and mouth and ran home. I unconsciously counted the number of times the bell rang. After the 12th time, the bell did not stop ringing. It rang a loud 13th time. I got back into town to see another, even more disturbing sight. The people were attacking, killing each other, rampaging as though insane. One man, dressed in a red raincoat, was particularly strong. Anybody who attacked him was killed in an instant. The following morning, I awoke surrounded by dead bodies. It wasn't raining anymore, and the purple fog was gone. I couldn't believe what I saw and what I myself had done. But even worse things were waiting for me when I got home. My mother was dead, killed, presumably also by my father. The next day, the town was overrun by military personnel. That's when the gag order was issued. Talking about the incident was unappreciated, a taboo. But even still, people stopped going outside when it rained. Country folk are very patriotic. We never tell our children about what happened. But these things find a way out of even the tightest of lips, in parts. People only speak of the killer in the red raincoat, which is where the legend of the Raincoat Killer comes from.
Quite a story.
After the incident, the gas seeped into the soil of the town. Even today, when it rains, a minute amount is released. That's why I never take my mask off when I'm outside. This town is dirty, York.
If what you say is true, then the killer is someone who is badly affected when it rains.
You need to draw the conclusions, not I. I have no conclusions.
Is there a connection between the red seeds and the gas, then?
This is just my own presumption. The seeds and the gas have a similar effect on our nervous systems. I believe someone figured that out and decided to use it. Or it could just be nature's way of getting back at us humans. York! Good news! You'll hear from George soon. They have found Thomas. I'll tell you one last and very important thing. Just as you suspected, everything I have told you is gibberish. I never hacked into the FBI server, and I certainly know nothing about the red seeds. I shall thank you for listening to an old man babble on.
Let me ask you one thing then, Harry. You're a businessman. You must be after something in return for giving me this information.
York, at times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love.
That still does not justify murder.
Remember this. Everything changes in form. There isn't a single thing that can maintain its shape for eternity. Overlook this fact, and you'll be making a big, big mistake.
So like I said, very lengthy cutscene. And that is the end of the chapter and the end of the video. Once again, I'm enjoying making these. I hope you guys are enjoying watching them. Until next time, everybody stay safe.